Hey guys, so I'm gonna make the dive bombing tutorial today now. I've been a little tired lately, so I decided I was gonna hold off, and now I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, I'm gonna go do this. So, let's go with the mission editor. Okay, so I have the correct payload and everything. So, Glider Canal, I'm gonna do Battle of Midway, my favorite. Oh wait, I don't even need the mission editor. Just test flight. Okay, so got my bombs and everything, the right kind. Alright. Even with only half a wing, it can fly. Yep, that is correct. I actually have done that. I did that a few times today, just today. Alright, so we're using the Sbd-3 Dauntless, one of my favorite dive bombers. Its versatility is just amazing. I mean, it doesn't do too great with air-to-air combat, but this is a pretty nice plane. I think it's carrier based, obviously, since I just took off from an aircraft carrier. It's got two crew members. It's got my pilot, which is me, and then my but still, it's Fred. He's very important. He protects me from airplanes that try to kill me from behind. Don't know what that was, but here. Now, these destroyers I'm gonna take down actually are too heavy for they're too thick to bomb in one go. So I'm gonna do a moving targets is the same as still targets. And with dive bombing, you just gotta follow it with the dive. I'm gonna hit a still cargo ship, just as a example. So, this is the gun seat. I'm taking Fred's position, but there's some weird thing where I can't get it to where I can aim with it, but it does fine with the TBF Avenger, the TBF-1C. Probably because it's got it's a bubble turret, and it doesn't require any special controls. Unlike this, where you have to have a special control. And I love that Dauntless gun, though. That is a really cool gun. It's perfect for when enemies do try to attack you. Sadly, though, I am thinking of replacing this with the SB-2C Helldiver. It is what replaced the SBD Dauntless and back in the day. So I am probably gonna do that once I get the plan. I'm really close, but my skill is just gonna delay me. So here we open our dive brakes. They're air brakes, but I call them dive brakes because I only use them when I'm diving. Okay, so that's gonna slow this down, and they say you should lower your throttle too. So I'm gonna do that to 15%. Now I'm right on the target. And then drop your bombs, and then turn away from the target. Look at that, destroyed. Retract the air brakes. That should be your priority after pulling up. Alright, so that is the basic of of dive bombing. It's pretty easy. I will actually go with a moving target, though, just so you guys can see what it's like hitting a moving target, but it's not going to get destroyed in one payload drop, so just know that. But it works once you get it right. It's once you use enough bombs. Cool. What I would recommend for the hitting big ships, I wouldn't recommend bombs so much if they're too light. They're 500 pound was the minimum I'd recommend. I do have a 1,000 pound, I think is what it is, in the middle right there, right on the bottom, in the middle. So I do like that one, but anyway, what I'm gonna recommend for heavy ships like a destroyer, instead of dive bombing, get yourself a torpedo bomber, a rank 1 is a TBD Devastator. This is not, it's not really the greatest plane, but it is a tier 1, so rank 1, so that's why it's like that. So I'll do another torpedo bombing tutorial. It takes skill. It's like dive bombing, but it's much harder. Okay, open our dive brakes. Now go dive onto the target. Well, you can do some severe damage if you do it right. I actually set it on fire. So after a while, it'll just sink because they don't have any free crews to repair it. So that's how you do that from the moving perspective of things, if you have a moving target. Alright, and then here you do have some offensive armament, but it is not the greatest. I'm going to tell you that. The offensive armament, yeah, so I would not recommend this for air-to-air combat. Stay away from anything like the main battle where there's like the fighters engaging fighters. Try to stay away from that, and when you do have to bomb stuff, do it when there's nobody around. My camera battery's gonna die on me again, so I'm gonna make a second part as well. Okay, so thank you for watching this segment, and then I'm gonna do a segment on the JU-87 German dive bomber. It's the same strength almost as the SBD-3, but it's not like the same shape or anything. Alright, I'm gonna go another dive on this guy, because I don't know why, I'm just bored, so I feel like another dive. There we go. It's almost sunk, but yeah. So, see you in the next segment. Alright, so I have the loadout for the JU-87 now. I'm loading up now. So, I have a bunch of stuff here, of options. So, tracers is what I use, but you should use, if you're good at air battles and you don't want people to see you coming, use stealth. And then I'm going to use universal for now, and then the turret, I don't have options yet because I haven't researched anything. Okay, now, here we go. We're going to go do this real quick. I'm going to just show you. It's the same concept, stay away from main battles and dive bomb when you need to. And especially be careful with this particular one because it has a siren when you dive. It's called a Jericho trumpet. I'll put a link to a video about that in the description, more information about it, because I can't explain it well enough to where I'm like an expert at it. I just learned about it when I researched this plane. So yeah, here we're going to gain some altitude. And this does not have retractable landing gear, so that kind of sucks, but it's good for immediate landings. You don't have to wait for the gear to come down. But I mean, there's not really any situations where I usually do that. Yeah, let's get. I always do mouse aim mode. That's much easier for me to do, because I know where I'm going when I'm doing it, and so yeah, it's pretty good. I would actually do also this tutorial about dive bombing. And do the one War Thunder has to offer. Ooh! Well, this guys always try to fly over me. Alright, anyway. So do those, and then you'll be great at it. Well, you'll have to get better, but you'll do pretty good. Alright, ready? Here we go. We're gonna try to get to 240, 250, and it'll sound the siren. I didn't gain enough altitude. So I'm gonna sound it again, but this time we're gonna go up higher. I'm gonna try to reach at least 1,000 feet. I would recommend dive bombing from 1,000 feet to gain enough speed and to keep you going, and to avoid ambush. Oh, I wonder what they're blabbering about. Yeah, here. We're gonna... Alright, so we're perfect. We're actually 2,000 something feet above the ground. So now we're gonna go... Here. Now we're gonna go... This is actually a tank buster in some circumstances. If you attach cannons, it's referred to it as that. Alright, that is the JU-87 for you. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.